Valentine's Day comes with many societal expectations, especially if you're involved in a relationship. These expectations often clash with the everyday challenges we face as autistic adults. In this video, we will dive into what causes Valentine's Day to be so difficult for us and what we can do to make Valentine's Day a more comfortable and autistic friendly day. Hey, Define Yourselfers, I am the Confident Autistic from theconfidentautistic.com. I'm an autistic adult, late diagnosed, a multi-certified life coach who is on a mission to empower you to embrace autism confidently. Let's face it, Valentine's Day can be difficult for many autistic adults for several reasons. The degrees of difficulty can range from a little inconvenience to wanting to dig a hole and climb into it. Now, your level of difficulty that you experience on Valentine's Day will depend on your experiences in the past and your sensitivities. Now, here are some common challenges that we encounter on Valentine's Day. And the first is social expectations and pressure. Valentine's Day often comes with a lot of unspoken rules. What to say, how to express love, what gifts are appropriate, and how to act in a relationship. For us autistic adults who struggle with social norms or have difficulty reading between the lines, this can feel overwhelming or frustrating. Another thing that challenges us on Valentine's Day is sensory overload. Traditional activities for Valentine's Day often involves being with others in a crowded restaurant with noisy crowds and possibly loud music. Giving or receiving a gift of strong smelling flowers and physical affection. Any one of these things can cause sensory overload for someone who has sensory sensitivities. Even the red and pink colors that you see everywhere for Valentine's Day can feel visually overstimulating. On Valentine's Day, you may have trouble expressing emotions in ways that your neurotypical partner expects from you, including feeling pressure to be extra romantic, saying the right things, or show love in ways that don't feel natural to you, which can cause stress or misunderstandings between yourself and your partner. If you are alone on Valentine's Day, and irregardless of whether you want to be in a relationship or not, Valentine's Day can amplify your feelings of loneliness because Valentine's Day can feel like the world is celebrating something that you do not have a relationship and that you do not connect with. And these feelings can lead us to experience a stronger sense of isolation than we may have during other times of the year. Like many autistic adults, you may prefer clear, direct communication, but Valentine's Day often relies on subtle cues, hints, or expectations that aren't explicitly stated. If a partner expects a surprise or special type of romantic gesture but doesn't communicate it directly to you, it can lead to misunderstandings or feelings of disappointment by your partner because you did not fulfill their expectations. And you may feel disappointment because you let your partner down. Valentine's Day amplifies our dislike of change or unpredictability. Valentine's Day, like many other special occasions, often means a break from routine. This could look like having to try a new restaurant, going on a surprise date, or dealing with a last minute change. If you are an autistic adult who thrives on structure, this can be stressful rather than enjoyable. Now, all is not lost. You can make Valentine's Day more comfortable and more autistic friendly by taking these following actions. Redefine the day. Valentine's Day does not have to be about romance. It can be a day for self-care and self-love, friendship, or celebrating what brings you joy. Additionally, another strategy you can try to as a way to redefine Valentine's Day is to communicate your needs clearly. If you're in a relationship, discussing expectations by both parties ahead of time can help reduce stress. So lay it on the table and share with your partner what you expect on Valentine's Day and ask them what they expect. Sure, it takes away a little bit of the surprise, but I would rather lose that surprise, and I'm sure many holistic partners would rather lose that surprise than having a surprise of you having a meltdown on Valentine's Day. I really believe that's the way they would be leaning. I could be wrong, but I'm confident on that prediction here. Additionally, to kind of make Valentine's Day more autistic friendly is to avoid overwhelming environments. This means you can celebrate Valentine's Day in a quiet, familiar space, which could make the day more enjoyable. Now, for me, Valentine's Day, you go to a restaurant. I've done this. Okay, I don't get paid for saying the name, Olive Garden. Great, good restaurant. I enjoy it. We went there for Valentine's Day, and we go there in the evening, and it is a little crowded. You have to wait for 30 minutes just to be seated. It's a very lengthy and noisy environment. Not a bad restaurant, just, the noise is too much for me. So what I've learned to do with my wife, and not only do I do this with my wife, I did this when I was dating, and I even do this when I want to meet with friends. I meet at a place that I'm familiar with. Yes, I'm familiar with Olive Garden, but one of my favorite places to meet at is Applebee's. And I like to go at off times. No one says that you have to celebrate Valentine's at night in a restaurant. You can have a late lunch, early dinner on Valentine's Day. Or since Valentine's Day this year, 2025, is on a Friday, it's the beginning of a weekend, you can celebrate it any time during the weekend. Instead of saying Valentine's Day, Valentine's weekend. And just find somewhere quiet that you're comfortable with in celebrating Valentine's Day. Now, another way that we can make Valentine's Day more autistic friendly and reduce the stress and anxiety that comes with the day is to simply skip it. Skip the day. If Valentine's Day does not work for you, there's no rule that says everyone has to celebrate Valentine's Day. Now it's your turn. Do any of these challenges resonate with you? Or have you found a way to make Valentine's Day more enjoyable? Share your thoughts in the comments. I do read each and every single comment, though I cannot always respond to all of them. Your voice matters, and together we can help each other build a stronger, more understanding community and help our autistic peers find ways to have a autism-friendly Valentine's Day. So until next time, this is The Confident Autistic, aka Chris Mitchell, reminding you that I am here to help you embrace autism confidently. Join me live Thursday nights for The Confident Autistic Live, where I answer your questions, we discuss this week's videos, offer support, and more. The fun starts Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time in the US of A. Be sure to click the bell when you subscribe to the channel to be notified when the party begins.